He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
love. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. And this is another edition of Car Conversations on Jay Lee's Corner. Okay. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Y'all know where I'm at. On my way to work with my scarf on. So don't judge me. Judge yourselves. It's going to be a fantastic Tuesday. You know, period. Okay? Period. That's all I'm going to say. But if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Jaybird. Dun, 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 dun. And all that good shit. Teen Mom 2 came on last night. So this is the car conversation about the episode. But first, I want to talk about that new Little Mamas, the new Teen Mom show that they trying to make it as a Teen Mom show, but it's that same show they put on last year that didn't nobody like. Okay, I think it was like Pretty Little Mamas or something like that, and now they're trying to bring it back as if it's a whole new show, and people didn't watch like one or two episodes last year and didn't like it, and y'all gonna try to spoon feed us the same show with a different title. MTV and Teen Mom producers, we don't want them girls. You want to know why? Because that one girl who thinks she the shiznit knit of everything got on everybody's nerves. The show seems scripted a little bit too much for me. The show seems just inauthentic a little bit for me. And the show was less about moms and their struggles than it was about the drama between the girls who all live in the same city. So we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. Like, you tried it. It didn't work. Don't try to revamp it and rename it and show us the same footage. We still don't like it. And I saw that Caitlin and Tyler kind of brought it up. Like, didn't they try that show last? Yes, they did. And they're trying to, like, repurpose the show and put it as, in the new Teen Mom franchise. And they were showing Teen Mom footage, like, yeah, this was Teen Mom, and here's our, a new show in that franchise. No. And I get MTV's like, we know this. It's just like the reason this is a little bit different is because, the girls all live in the same city, but it's still not Teen Mom. It's not. It really, really isn't. And it seems like it's more focused on the drama the girls have with each other, and just they kind of not even really friends. I don't like it. We barely like Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2 and Teen Mom OG. That's barely hanging on. Okay, by a thread. Okay, by a thread, a thin ass thread. So miss me with the bullshit, MTV. I kept telling y'all, I've been telling MTV what they need to do. Okay, they need to get more people from the Teen Mom that was on Teen Mom or that was on 16 and Pregnant, and they need to rotate the cast. But what we don't need is 5 girls in the same city arguing and beefing every week. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. We don't want it. Bring back Young and Pregnant. Okay, bring back those girls. Bring back my girls. That was a better show. But I mean, this new one, don't try it. Just don't. And everything don't work all the time. And this is one thing that doesn't work. So I had to get that out before I forgot by the end of this video. But last night's episode, let's go person by person, because honestly, nothing much happened if you ask me. Janelle went to court with Nathan and Nathan Mama. Well, basically it's Nathan Mama, because Nathan Mom wants to be, as Nathan kept referring to her as, the intervener. And I'm like, it has to be a better word than that. I feel like he's just making up a word, but I don't know if that's the real word. So when Nathan and Janelle was going through bullshit, as they always are, Nathan's mom filed something to where she can be involved in stuff like drop-offs and pickups and, going to get the school stuff. So that way, if Janelle and Nathan are beefed out, there's a mediator in the middle who they both get along with that can intervene and help with things between them and Kaiser. So that happened. Nathan said now that has happened and he don't have no charges pending against him, he can go after Janelle for either full or at least partial custody of Kaiser because he feel like Kaiser's not safe. I get mad every time they show Nathan scenes and he's somewhere working out looking like he on steroids. I feel like you don't have no softer scenes you can do besides the workout ones. I mean, I'm just saying. But it's a good thing that he's a father who wants his son to be safe. So let's say that. Janelle and Barbara getting along. Right now we'll see how long that lasts. They get along sometimes and sometimes they don't. But that was really it. You know what I'm saying? Janelle still feels like the kid is fine with her. No one agrees except Janelle and maybe David. I can't wait. Girl, I don't know what's gonna happen with them two. But you know what I'm saying? I don't have enough fucks to give all the way. Leah got carpet back in her house. Leah's house was ruined in the flood. She had been staying at her boyfriend Jason's house while her house was being fixed or whatever. So she got new carpet so they can basically go back in her house. So she's happy. She hopes her girls are happy. But the girls are happy staying at Jason's house. Mainly because they treat it as if it's their house. They taking stuff over there and which kids do. And the scenes are playing out very much so like Leah wants to live with Jason, be with Jason in some shape, way, or form, but she don't want to say it. She kind of want her daughters to keep implying it to make it seem like, oh, the girls want it, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not going to say it. Well, no, you wanted to. But I mean, that don't matter right now because as we know, Leah and Jason broke up. So they are not together anymore. I believe it's probably going to play out on the show eventually, but we shall see. So yeah, that's all it was. Her getting her carpet putting in, and she's happy to have her home back. You know what I'm saying? And it was cute. The girls got to home is home. Home is home. So that was cute. They was happy to be home. But they still also want to spend time at Jason's house. So that was that. For Chelsea, Aubrey's birthday happened right after the time, right? Like a week after the little baby was born, and then Chelsea was really, really sick. So they did not properly celebrate the girl's birthday. But I'm like, the baby seemed to be a few weeks, if not a few months old. Y'all ain't getting her no birthday party? Okay. But they decided to go to like an escape room with another kid that she's friends with and all that stuff. And, because Aubrey has been a very much so good help to her mama and Cole with the new babies. Helping get bottles, just helping. She's a good little sister helper. So she was happy to have like a little birthday celebration for herself. So that was cute. Then all that's left was Briana and Kale. Kale, V called Kale and was like, you and Joe need to talk. So V being the mediator. And I'm like, that's crazy. And Kale like, I don't want to talk to him. She's like, I know, and I'm not too happy right now either. She's like, but, it has to be done. V is the adult in the situation. Not saying Joe isn't an adult, but I feel like Joe probably wasn't going to press the issue to talk to Kale either. But Kale, for me, is too mad for something that can really be talked out. That's my opinion. So, she tell like, yeah, we're going to meet up, and I'm going to bring Chris, because usually I never have any backup, and, I don't want him to, like, have no opinion about things, but you know what I'm saying, there's someone there on my side who can also maybe tell me to kind of fuck down, because I always be too turned up. So, but they don't want the cameras there. I'm looking like, well, bitch, the one thing that's interesting, you don't want filmed. Girl, the fuck by. So, they film it or whatever, but they go or whatever, and they talk to her after the fact, and I was so upset, and I was just going, and Chris said, Kale, shut the fuck up, calm down, let him talk, because she like, I wasn't letting him talk, I just kept going, and so I was like, that's what she do, she be on everybody's nerves, and, she said, Joe explained to her, well, she said, I'll give you, like, it's like, he paid her like $7,000. He paid her like $7,000 that he should not have because she was supposed to take him off. So it's like, I'll write you a check for that amount, and then I'll take you off. but I feel like if I do that you shouldn't ask me for child support. And then he explained to her, like, I started a new business, so all my money's into that, and I'm not making a lot of money now, or whatever. And she said she felt like, well, I started a new business too, so I can't, not pay stuff just because, I'm saying, of that. And I feel two different ways. I feel like Joe saying I thought of this new business is the equivalent of him saying, I lost my job, I only have a little bit of money here, and I'm trying to figure things out there. And we also know moms have, fell on hard times or put their money into something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Joe starting his own business is a good thing because, it can possibly turn into something amazing. Kale on this show, you know what I'm saying, it's something that generated income for them, and it was a shot in the dark, but it worked. Okay, I think Joe should maybe film more so he can get paid and stop trying to be so secretive. I mean, I feel like Joe and V, would be a great addition to the show, because V was kind of a team. Shit, hey, I heard you the fucking show. That's a whole other income right there. But I don't feel 100% how Kale felt like, if he shouldn't need help from me. And I feel like, well, no, if he need help to pay bills because your kids stay there and you make more money, that's the point of child. That's the literal definition of child support. We both have a kid that we share, and someone is less fortunate than the other, so the person who makes more money helps the other one. It's really a tough situation to be in. Like, it's no right or wrong way to feel about it. It's just unfortunate that Joe is down on his luck right now, and he is having to tell Kale that he needs help financially, for little stuff, so that Isaac can be at the house and be comfortable. Like, if you need money on the light bill, my son there, so I should help with that. Like, household bills, little stuff like that, I think it's okay for him to, like, the money will be used for the lights, for the gas, for the water. Like, not for me to go, buy some other shit. It's a catch-22. So they have to finish getting that worked out, but that was basically what today's episode was about with them. And then last but not least, Briana. Lewis is back. He wants to be around more. He went to go see Stella. Stella was much more friendly this time. I think because she now remembers who he was. I think the first time she didn't know. And, for her it was weird and be outside somewhere with this man. Who is this man? And the second time she was much more friendly. I think the more he come over, the more friendly he would get. Lewis admitted that he's back, and he's back. He feels better there. He just got a car. He's gonna be looking for a job, but he wants to spend more time with Stella now that he's there. I think they should give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's say that. Now, as far as Nova and her daddy, her daddy been working a lot, so he has not been around as much. And plus, we have to remember, Devon does not have a car or a license. And according to them, he doesn't live close to them. So it's probably harder for him to get over there. Now, one can say he can do what he needs to do to go see his daughter. He can. One can say, motherfucker, pick up the goddamn FaceTime thing and FaceTime her. That is true as well. But I also feel like Briana and Devon should have sat down and had a conversation between them and explain to Nova why he doesn't be around as much, because he can't get there. I feel like Nova hears her mama, grandma, and auntie talking shit about Devon, like, he can be here more, and she interprets that as, well, he ain't here more because of me. They don't realize how much they talk in front of that girl, and she probably hears it. So I feel like if Briana and Devon had sat down the same way they did at the end of the episode, where she told him how Nova felt, had they had that conversation beforehand and explained to Nova, like, okay, you ain't got no car, you be around but not all that much. We need to tell her this, that, hey, daddy loves you and he can't come around as much for this reason, but he's working on it, but daddy loves you. I feel like, again, she has just heard her mama and her auntie and her grandma talk shit about him not coming around as much, even though he's doing better, and she just interpreted it in her own way. But again, Devon can do more to at least communicate things to Nova and let her know. But I feel like, hell, she listened to her mama and grandma and them. That's what it be, in my opinion. Anyway, That's all, y'all. Finna pull up to work. I hope y'all all have a great day today, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.
These lights of love, love, love.